Every Thursday, we open the files, not on the killers, not on the victims, but on the ones who told it all. The scared, the slick, the straight up sloppy. From cold cases to courtroom confessions, if they snitched, we're spilling it. This is the Snitch Files, a weekly dive into true crime's biggest talkers, one name, one story, every Thursday. And if you know a snitch that deserves a moment, send them in. Any case, anytime. If they flipped, we're listening. Because loose lips make great content. Welcome to the Snitch Files, only on Melanin Mysteries. When you lay down with snakes, don't be surprised when you get bit. But baby, in this case, everybody got bit and shot and strangled. So today, the Snitch Files takes us to Aurora, Colorado, 2004, where a couple's bright future was cut short by a demon from the past, a jealous ringleader, and a so-called friend named Janelle Harris. Our victims are Tiffany Durst and Terrence George, young in love and building a life together. Tiffany was that girl, smart, ambitious, and with a heart for helping people. Us Tiffany's are good people. So Terrence was a hardworking, well-liked, and crazy about her. But somewhere in the shadows, Terrence McNeil was lurking. Now, McNeil had history with Tiffany, and not the good kind. Rumor was Tiffany knew about a burglary McNeil had pulled, and he had become convinced she was going to snitch on him. Imagine that. Now, instead of cutting ties and moving on, this man decided to solve his problem with cold-blooded murder. And this is where Janelle Harris slithers into the story. She wasn't just some random, she was McNeil's circle, part of his little crew, along with another woman, Tiara Holmes. Janelle helped plot the takedown. The plan was as ruthless as it was simple. Get rid of Tiffany, then eliminate Terrence so there'd be no loose ends. So one night, Tiffany was lured away and she thought that she was meeting a friend. And that quote friend was Janelle. But instead of a hangout, Tiffany was driven to a remote field, strangled, and left for dead. Hours later, when Terrence got home, McNeil and his crew, including Janelle, were waiting. Terrence was ambushed and shot, and just like that, two promising lives snuffed out. It didn't take long for police to start connecting the dots, and when they did, baby, you already know who folded. Janelle. She told detectives the whole ugly story, who planned it, how it went down, where it happened. She gave them McNeil's motive, Tiara's involvement, and even her own role in the killings. She didn't just open the can of worms. She dumped it on the table and handed over the seasoning. Her confession sealed all of their fates. Terrence McNeil, life without parole. Tiara Holmes, 32 years. And Janelle herself, girl, got life without parole. Now, here's a twist. Janelle wasn't some innocent bystander turning state's witness to save herself from a wrongful rap. Sis was deep in the crime. And when that heat came, she switched sides and played storyteller for the state. And that's why Janelle Harris sits high on our Snitch Files list. She was a co-conspirator, a participant, and then the prosecutor's MVP. A snake in the grass who bit twice. Once for murder and again when it was time to point fingers. So remember, besties, keep your grass cut low because the snakes be closer than you think. And sometimes they're riding shotgun. And we hope you enjoyed this week's Snitch of the Week. Make sure you tune in on Monday for a new episode of Melanin Mysteries.